Okay, so today we're going to dive into two things that I'm really passionate about here at Real Broker, and what's one of the most amazing offerings I think agents are drawn to here, and that is revenue share. If you're at all entrepreneurially minded, you likely have an understanding that wealth and financial freedom actually isn't generated um, by working for money. And what I mean by this is that if the only way that you generate money is by working and putting time in, um, it's too transactional, and you're going to quickly be capped and find yourself constantly running on the hamster wheel of life, trying to maintain that. The wealthy, they don't work for money. What they do is they work to generate assets, and those assets produce money for them, and they can take a step back from that or develop more revenue streams. So I'm not suggesting that the wealthy aren't working, but the majority of their wealth is coming from assets that they develop, and they spend time working on developing assets and less time focusing on a time exchange for finances. So if you're an entrepreneur, you're understanding what I'm talking about here. If you're not, this is a huge, great, amazing lesson in business. And then the second thing that successful entrepreneurs understand is that you should have multiple sources of income. So, I mean, the average, I think Forbes did a study and they said the average millionaire has 7 streams of income contributing to that success and that wealth. And so, Real Broker is one of the only brokerages on the planet that offers more than one income stream to the agents. In fact, I think they offer 8. I mean, yeah, today we're just going to focus on one of them, and that's revenue share. And what I love about revenue share is it allows us to get beyond the transaction to transaction, work for money activity. You stop selling, you stop earning kind of mindset. So if you take 10 weeks off to travel, chances are you're going to feel that pain in your production, right? And, God forbid something were happened to you, or you got sick, or someone in your family got sick and you had to take time off work, maybe an extended time off work, that can drastically affect your income and thus your lifestyle. So we as business people are working to provide a certain lifestyle that we'd like to maintain, right? And why not align yourself with a brokerage that allows you to develop multiple residual income assets, while continuing to work for your commissions as you already are doing. So today we're going to dive into the most impressive way that I think Real provides its agents to do just that. And we're going to start by taking a dive into what revenue share is and how it works, and what that means for you long term. So what exactly is revenue share? This chart breaks down the nitty gritty, but in its essence, revenue share is a program built into the core of our brokerage, and where Real has promised its agents that the revenue it generates from the agents through the split is going to be returned back to the agents that contribute to its growth. So here at Real, we have an 85-15 split and a $12,000 cap. Once you cap, you move to 100% commission. And that $12,000 cap is the revenue that the brokerage is using to give back in the revenue stream, right? At any other brokerage, that revenue, that split is used to pay building costs. It's used to pay all the salaries of the staff and the managers and the franchise owners and the regional sales and all these different salaries. We don't have that here. We have, I won't get into all that, but it's just not how we work. And so we have a lot of finances available through the company that we're able to make a lot more income as agents. So, here at Real, we're cloud-based, and like Netflix doesn't have thousands of Blockbuster locations and staff and managers at each location, neither do we. And those cost savings allow us to have those additional streams of income. So one of which we're digging in here today, called revenue share. So Real is going to take that $12,000 cap and give it back to the agents in a very transparent and proportionate, calculated way. And it's compensation for contribution. So if you contribute to the growth, you're going to be compensated accordingly. And this chart shows us exactly how. So how are we contributed to the growth of the company? We do that by attracting agents, and agents are the ones that are growing the company, and they're the ones that produce the revenue through sales, just like literally every brokerage. Except here, Real is going to guarantee agents a portion of the company revenue that that agent produces. That's not something that we are used to. Agents, that is not something that we are used to. If we would attract an agent, or someone would come to a certain brokerage that we were at, there's a good chance that nobody even knows why that agent is there. But here, every agent has to point to someone and say, what is your reason for being here? Who is responsible for you joining our family here? So every agent that gets what Real has to offer and joins has to name a person and point to that person. Okay, Real is going to give your sponsor up to $4,000 a year of the $12,000 cap you pay into the brokerage. Again, so rather than that going towards, fire insurance on the building and staff salaries and all that kind of stuff, it comes back to you, 1/3 of that. So any agent you attract to the brokerage is on your tier 1, okay, that first tier at the top. And the brokerage is going to give you 1/3 of that agent's cap per year as a thank you for bringing them on. At no point, let me be very clear here, at no point will an agent pay another agent a single penny. This is a transfer of wealth from the brokerage to the agents, not from the agents to other agents. I just want to make that very, excuse me, I want to make that very clear. As time goes on, just like you brought on the agents you attracted, naturally those agents will also begin attracting agents, right? So for every agent that they then attract, Real is going to give you up to $3,200 a year, and that's your tier 2. So these could be agents you've never spoken to, that you don't know. These are your sponsees' agents that they've then attracted. So it's pretty cool. But as you can see, it doesn't just stop at tier 2. There's a tier 3, 4, and 5. And any agents that your tier 2 attract will attract, that will be on your tier 3, and that would be $2,400. Tier 4 is $1,600, and tier 5 is $800. And again, if you're entrepreneurially minded, you're sitting here, and if you're seeing this for the first time, hopefully it's clicking, but you can understand how quickly this can scale, how passive this can be, and what an asset this can be to generating that residual income that the wealthy are so well known for creating. There's no extra training. You don't need to get any certifications. You don't need to buy a different building. You don't need any education. You don't need a side hustle. It's not even a side hustle. This is just real estate, right? And then the best part is that this continues on an annual basis. So let's say you have 10 agents on your tier 1. You've talked to 10 people and they've all joined. That's 10 times 4,000, which is $40,000 a year. Not bad at all. But if those agents stay on for another year, let's say they're all enjoying themselves at Real Broker, Real is going to pay you again for those same 10 agents. And so those 10 agents have now produced $80,000 in residual income for you for attracting them to the brokerage. Let's say those 10 agents all told 2 agents. That'd be $40,000 on your tier 1 and $64,000 on your tier 2 for a total of $104,000 on an annual basis. Again, this is on top of your commissions, on top of your stock awards, on top of everything else that kind of Real has built in, those other 8 that we're not talking about. And I don't know about you, but I've started a number of successful businesses over the years, and I've never seen 6 figures in residual income that quickly. So, okay, the last part to kind of dig into here is the last column. And this explains that you need to reach certain benchmarks to receive the benefits of the tiers below. So this is measured by the number of tier 1 agents you have. You need to have 10 agents on your tier 1 to unlock their friends. You need to have 15 to unlock all of their friends, and so on and so on. This is the golden ticket for realtors. A chance to quickly develop an asset that produces residual income for you year after year after year, building wealth beyond yourself, all while helping other agents all around you succeed at the same time. The truth of the matter is that you're going to if you're going to do well at real estate, wherever you are, you're going to be attracting agents. And the unfortunate thing is that it's going to likely go unnoticed and almost certainly go unrewarded. And personally, I've chosen to stop giving away the golden goose for free. And I just see the value in, as I think it was Henry Ford say, I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. And except for here at Real, I can earn on my own efforts through my commissions and other avenues, but I can also earn passive revenue from agents around me and helping them. And when their success is my success, I think it's a really great teamwork model. And this isn't just about me. This is about all of us. It's about you. This is your opportunity. Please hear me. This is your opportunity. Yeah, stay where you are, and you can expect a similar result to last year. I want you to ask yourself, where are you going to be in 5 years? What's the exit strategy? Do you have a retirement plan? When you're 55, 60, do you want to still be doing 40 transactions a year to support the lifestyle that you have? I mean, before that was kind of how it was, but now we have a different choice. This is income that happens long after, you lower your production or you take a different road in life. Okay, I'm getting off track here, but you see what I'm saying, right? Again, entrepreneurial brains are lighting up like crazy right now. You're going to have a hard time sleeping tonight. I can tell you that much. I have not slept well since this kind of started clicking for me. But I want to show us. Let's dive into here what this looks like on just 2 tiers. This is just really quick. We can make this a 5-year example. Maybe you do this in 3 years. Maybe you do it in 10 years. I know agents who do this in a few months. Okay, this is just an example with some sample numbers here. So let's say you tell 2 agents per year over the next 5 years. You're now receiving $4,000 an agent times 10 agents. So that's that $40,000 a year. Again, if they stay the next year, and I'll do about 6 transactions in cap, that's about another $40,000. So just like you, those agents are obviously going to be stoked about this opportunity. And in reality, it's not selfish, saley pushing. It's not, a bunch of cold calls and crazy stuff. This is a life-changing opportunity. And honestly, if you kept this from your closest colleagues and they found out 5 years later that you had been leveraging this and generating some serious income, they might be a little bit frustrated that you didn't share this with them, or at least give them the option, right? Know that this is on the table. So let's say the 10 that you sponsor all do the same and tell 2 agents per year. And if they all tell 10, well, guess what? That's 10 agents times 10, and that's 100 agents on your tier 2. And for every agent on your tier 2, Real is allocated that they'll share $3,200 of that agent's revenue with you. So if you have 100 there, that's $320,000 plus the 40 on your tier 1, which is $360K. And that's per year, and that is residual, for the most part, residual income. Now, what actually happens is the 10 don't actually go out and get 10. It's just not how it works. There's a lot of agents that are going to get absolutely none, but there's going to be some agents that do 30. So it'll probably be like one of them gets 40, one of them gets 30, one of them gets 20, one gets 10, and the others 6 don't bring anyone. And the other ones don't leave because they love our stock, they love our split, they love no fees, they love the teamwork, they love the training, they love the tech. Oh, the tech's great. They love the flexibility of being a cloud-based brokerage, whatever. They have the reasons for staying. Maybe one of them leaves, whatever. But this is just looking at 2 years with 10 to start. Maybe you have a team of 10 and literally day 1, it looks like tier 1, right? These are just numbers. There's no limit to what these numbers can look like. Some people do well beyond what I'm even showing you here very quickly, right? What I love about this is that this allows people to get off of the roller coaster of employment. right? We all plan on retiring one day, but how many of us actually have a plan to retire? So let's look at one last scenario here because I really want us to get this. This is a retirement focused picture. Maybe you're watching this and your retirement's coming up, or maybe you'd even like to be retired right now, but you might not have the money to do it, right? Maybe the savings aren't there. Maybe life's thrown you a curveball, right? So check out these numbers here. These are important numbers when it comes to retirement. If you talk to a financial advisor, these numbers might come up. They're going to work through your life and they're going to come up with four numbers here. Okay. So what do these four numbers mean? Well, the 975 is how much you have to save after taxes to live a benchmark lifestyle. In this example, we're gonna flesh this out here. So that's the amount that you need to save after taxes. To keep this in perspective, that is about $50,000 a year in straight savings over about 25-year span. The 4% is the most you're able to withdraw on that amount. That will give you 20 to 25 years of withdrawal so that money lasts throughout your retirement when you actually need it. This would give you a $40,000 per year income and a monthly income of $3,335. So these numbers might mean different things to different people. Maybe 40,000 is wonderful. Maybe 40,000 is extremely modest. Whatever. This is just an example. So let me explain. This is you. The truth is that this is almost everyone who has a normal job. And I don't know about you, but I haven't run into too many realtors with nearly $1 million in the bank account, or who are actually saving at such a rapid rate of, what did we say, $50,000 a year. But remember, we have now been given another choice, and we can either go and save and save and save and save and hopefully reach that 975,000 at our current company. Probably take you 25 years or more. Or you can go out and tell 10 agents in the next 2, 3, 5, 6 years. It's your choice. Both of these equal a $3,335 a month income. The choice is ours. Now, I'm not a pushy salesman guy. I just want people to know what their options are. And God bless you if you know me at all. I want people to win. I want people to win at life. That is my number one goal. I don't want to be Mr. Selfish. My goal is to generate a lot of wealth so I can give a lot of it away. And so I hope that's the same for you. And I want you to just know that this is available. Right? This is going to provide you an opportunity to get off the roller coaster of transaction to transaction employment and enjoy a stable, diverse income beyond your commission. It's not just about your commissions. I mean, I heard, what was it? I think it's like $500 a month, and 50% of bankruptcies nationwide are avoided. This is like really, really life-changing stuff. So as we close today, let me ask you one question. Where are you going to be in 5 years? Don't get caught burning the candle at both ends, working like a dog at 61 with no other options. Remember, life is short, life is fragile, and you have to have an exit strategy. The rich don't work for money, and we need to realize that successful people build income generating assets. I want you to actually take time to think about the options here and take time to plan your future and think about the life you want to build. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And if you don't do anything different, nothing's going to change. Maybe you've been doing this for 10 years. Maybe it's 20 years, 30 years, and enough's enough. I want to challenge you. Do your homework on Real Broker. Check this stuff out. This is one of a number, I think it's 8 revenue streams that you can earn here at Real Broker while doing your normal real estate stuff. Okay, watch this with your wife, watch this with your husband, go to your best friend, your colleague, and watch it with them and say, stop me from making the biggest mistake of my life, and see what happens. Right? The reality is, though, that our industry is changing. The wave is just beginning, but it's growing fast. And I believe honestly that early adopters will see incredible returns and others will recognize its value a little bit too late. But it will change. It's going to change, and it's going to change with or without you. The exciting thing is, though, is that this is a good change. This is a change that is for the agent. This is a transfer of wealth from the franchise owners and the brokerages down to the agents that are doing quite a bit of the heavy lifting. And so if this is checking out for you and you're ready to go, you can either hop on a call with me personally, and I'd love to have, I'd be happy, I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Or you can go forward, click on the application link somewhere around this page. And this is important early. It's important to do this early. This is what the application looks like. When you get there, you can ask some basic information. Real is not going to transfer your license. If you do this, they're not going to contact your broker. Nothing like that. This is between you and them, but it does take a little bit of time. So don't hold back. And when you do, you're going to have access to revenue share, among many other things. And if you're still on the fence about all this and you want to chat, that's my Calendly link. Book a time anytime. If we're close, we can have coffee in person. If you're far away, we can do any sort of video call that you like. And yeah, I can't wait to meet you someday. Don't miss this opportunity. This is a life-changing seismic shift in our industry, and it's shifting the way that real estate's being done worldwide. This is going to be the new normal, and your timing could not be better. This wave is just starting, and you can understand from the revenue share model that early adopters are going to do really, really well. Thank you so much. I just want to close by saying I want to see your business thrive. I want to see you and your family thrive, because when we live out of a place of purpose and abundance, we're able to do so much more good in our lives and in our world. And that's the ripple effect that I'm after and this company is after. Let's do this. Let's do this together. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon.